Live from New York, and we're not from New York. Live from Newport Richie. Funky Dog. Not from New York. Yeah, no, they usually take a bit. I started to um, contact. That's what if I can speak. I posted on there for everyone. Hopefully, everybody will see that. Usually comes on. I don't expect everybody here. That would take a miracle. I don't expect 20,000 people there. That really would be something. I expect to see hopefully enough before we can speak. Two, three, even more. That's all I want. I mean, I know it's going to take a while for anything to go. You have to make the place popular, but if you can't make the place popular, nobody's going to come on and talk to you. Oh, fridge, fridge. Bum, 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 bum. Tell me something. How did you know? Did you get? What I'm trying to ask you is, I noticed that you posted there, and I wasn't even on live. So how did you get a notification? It must have came up when I was starting to, come on and put. When I come on here, I have to put up a couple things. I have to put a title name. I have to put up where I don't want kids to watch this. There's other questions, and not only the name of the chat, but where I put the picture of Disney Worlders. I have to put all that stuff up, and I'm trying to figure out how did you know about this? Unless where it said go live, all of a sudden it just came on as a notification. It's the only thing I can think of. It says go live, and I just go live, go to that area, and just fill out everything else. Then after you're finished with everything, it asks you, do you want to go live? And you either push the button yes or no. You can wait. I guess, I don't know. I guess you got the notification as soon as I came on. What's the matter with you? What are you doing? Yeah, he's playing with Optimus Prime. Spirit. Bump, 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 bump. Oh boy, I've been into too many things lately that, like a certain band from Kyoto, Japan. I've been watching and watching and watching and watching. I can't stop watching them. This band is wow. You have a reminder for. Well, let's not. I have a reminder. I don't see anything. That's what I'm saying. You get a notification because I don't see anything. All I know is I'm filling out everything else, and Carol knows we're on tonight. I'm not sure about Jordan. Jordan did say he could probably be on. I'm not sure about anybody else. That's my only thing. Got music going through my head. Got music going through my head. Nothing else but music. I hate having itchy ears that are so. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I'm setting up Disney Worlders before. I'm almost done, thank God. It's that time where they have the food and wine, and they have all those. Oh, see, this happens to me all the time. They have the topiaries, and from what I understand, a real topiary takes about 8 years to grow. So they budget to make it look like it's a real one, which they do a hell of a good job. I just wish they would keep those things in the park most of the time. Yeah, me too. I don't watch TV anymore. Uh, Only if I'm watching something with my brother in there, like probably The Bad Batch. We watch whatever, maybe movie, and we have the YouTube on the TV, and sometimes we'll watch something in there. He still watches baseball and stuff. I don't know. It just years ago, I still love the Yankees, but I just can't bring myself to watch it anymore. Ugh, nah. It's what happened is the major leagues expanded, and then when they expanded, everything got so watered down. Remember, there was no Rays. The Brewers used to be in the American League East. The Astros used to be in the National League West. Hello, Carol. Carol, how long can you be on with us tonight? I'm just curious because you know me, I'm not gonna be on too long. I worked in the morning. My mother called here. Her new roommate is being moved out of her room, so she's gonna be by herself the next couple of days. So she asked if we can pick her up. My best bet, I told her, would be Thursday because uh, one of the stores I work at, and it's our brand new store for us at least. Um, and It's in Land O'Lakes, and it's about 10-15 minute drive. So I'll just go pick her up and drive around for a bit. I don't want to get back too late because if you get back to that area around 4 o'clock, forget it. That traffic on Dale Mabry, oh my God. Hold on one sec. Give me one sec there, Greg. Okay. You don't you don't know. You don't know. It depends on if you bore me or not. What are you talking about? Carol, that went over my head. I'm trying to figure out why you said that. That's true. I don't remember going to the Yankees. I would never step foot in Fenway Park. That's me, though. You, as a Red Sox fan, would feel safe there. I feel safe going to Yankee Stadium against Boston. Um, I would never show up to in Fenway with Yankee uniform or Yankee items. I don't want World War III to ensue. Oh, okay. Do me a favor when you type back, just specify what you're saying because I'm thinking about what's going on with Ma. I mean, Greg, we're talking about baseball, and you've got to specify because it actually it does go in one part of my ear and comes out the other, and it's like, hey, duh, what's my name, duh? That's me. Greg, Carol's gonna be on here on Wednesday night. Well, not Wednesday night. Wednesday during the day. She is gonna have to get back home. I'll probably do like a special mini live stream. Uh, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay, bloody well. You're to be here. Live from New York. It's me. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, Carol, I read it. It's still going over my head. Don't worry about it. Don't type something else. Let's talk about something else. Yeah. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday after that is Easter. And I've already got a couple things set up to post on Disney Worlders. They used to have this. They used to pray before COVID. They used to have the Easter parade with this group called the Azalea Trail Maidens. These women were dressed up in old style 1800s type of dresses. They come in lavender, orange. There's only one, still the one woman in pink, and the one woman in pink is usually like the leader. And they had a light green, purple, daisy duck with purple, I should say lavender. And they would they would just march, and there had to be like maybe 50 girls. It come down and march in their colors and stuff, and they would come down and they do the spread. They're like Southern Bells basically. Now last year they changed it and they didn't bring the girls. They have never brought the girls back, and I'm like, why? Why? Because they had to give them free. When they invite somebody to do things like the old 501st, when they would come for Star Wars weekends, Disney didn't pay them. Give me a second, Greg. I'll read what you say in a second. Disney didn't pay him. This is what happens is, like on old Star Wars weekends, they would just get them in, and they would ask the Florida version of the 501st to come down, and they would give them park hopper passes for the whole day for just get into the park free. They wouldn't pay you, but hey, they'll give you a thing to get into the parks free, which was awesome. And they probably did that with the Azalea Trailmaids, and since they're so broke, they probably took that away. Last year, I seen in the parade for the first time in the last few years, my favorite thing on Sunday mornings, I can't say that, because I did go a couple Sunday mornings. When you first went into, especially in the morning, to the Main Street, coming down Main Street, you could hear the Main Street trolley dancers. And I was watching the parade from last year, and I had totally forgot about that because the people, they would sing that song. They're coming up Main Street, USA, right now. They dance and stuff in this. And it's the only time you see them. Oh, I'm so ticked off that they took them away. They took. Well, the other ones are. If I say something, you guys know the songs they took from Dumbo and Splash Mountain are now history. Let's see, Greg. Yankees are not the same when old man Steinbrenner ran the team. Yeah, well, Hal Steinbrenner ain't his father. He's not going to be his. George wanted attention. George wanted to let people know he was still out there. Especially he hated the Mets. Being a Yankee fan, I hate the Mets too. I'm not a Met fan. Could never be a Met fan. Could never root for them ever. Ugh. I always root for anybody who plays the Mets. And I think I hate the Mets more than the Red Sox. If you ever notice any Mets players, it seems like they're the only team in baseball who actually hire a player named Wally. Wally. That's why I used to get back in my 20s. You call those Met fans dorks because you're all named Wally. Don't worry about Mom. She's been herself before. They look at her another room. Yeah, well, this is what she was panicking and stuff. So I just told her, I will say something theology related, but I don't want to say it here. Yeah, I see. I don't know when Gail's coming back. I see. There's supposed to be three. There's three people, and that's not including me. That could be somebody else just ninja watching. But the question is who? Carol, you see this shirt I'm wearing right now? I bought it at Walmart for clearance for $3. Small. You want to see small? Look at this. Look at how loose that is on me for small. The reason I'm saying that because I would never 2 3 years ago I could never fit into this shirt. I'd probably get near my head and try to put one arm and have like it go up to like I'm trying to put it in and the fatness of my arms, how big that one got. See that? It's in time that'll probably fat will go away and it'll become thinner than it is. I can do this. Um, I could never do that when I was fat. I mean, the best I could do was like that. Look at that. There's some room in her move. It's weird. I've never been skinny in my life up until this distance with my heart. And I remember Tanya seeing me over a year ago. You're skinny. That's right. Yeah, Greg Carroll does not want me getting any smaller, and she's. I'm not gonna tell her. I'm not gonna tell you how much she weighs, but I'm getting there. I'm within like 10 pounds. She doesn't like that fact. Well, look at it this way, Carol. I I don't know if you've ever seen Jordan because Jordan when he does the live videos here, I don't know if you've ever seen what he looks like. He's like 6'3" ish, 6'2" ish. He's tall and lanky, but I wear size 30. He wears a size 34. This is somebody who's still thin. I'm like, whoa, I felt weird. It's weird. I need muscle mass. There's nothing here that feels like muscle. It just feels like fat uh, dying away. I still got a gut. I ain't gonna lie. I still have a small. It's a small gut. I got it in two handfuls putting it together. I still have love handles, but they're not as big as they used to be. Actually, up here I still got man boobs. I don't know if you can see it. I still have man boobs, but they're awfully small compared to what they used to be. And I was thinking, what if I try a pair of pants on a size 28? I probably can fit into a 28, but I don't. I would like to just for the hell of it, just try it on and see what it looks like. Because a couple of pair of pants my I wear in size 30 actually got a little baggy on me. The question is, what I'm on a sodium diet, Greg. That means, well, with mine, I can only because of my heart. I can't have anything over 144% milligram. So I'm constantly picking up, cans of stuff and looking, even though it's an air spray. Yeah, I'm looking at the ounce, calcium and stuff like that. Not really bothers me. I always have to look at the sodium level, and most of the time I'm eating granola cereal, which is, I when somebody told me about 2 3 years ago, I have the, granola cereal. I would have looked at them like, yeah, it's delicious. I put bananas in it. I actually had it for dinner tonight. It was either that or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There was a tuna fish. I'm gonna have to pick it up tomorrow. It's the only place I've known it's Publix, and I can get there and it's 65% sodium level, which I can actually have. I've done it before. I did it last week. I made myself a small macaroni salad. I haven't done that in a while. Everything was under 144%. Yeah. Kiro, he's taller than you are. Yes, I know. I'm just playing. No, it's not getting to my head. It just feels weird. Because I still look at myself as fat. I've been fat all my life. Um, I'm not a stress eater, but I'm under stress. I stop eating. See, yeah, different people. I could during stress. I can't eat. If I have stress, it's like I'm not hungry. That's me though, and I don't think about food. There's people are in stress and they'll start eating. I'm like, I don't know how they could do that. I can't. Spirit's laying down here by my. What's this? Yeah, I see you. He was looking out on the floor, and I did that, and his head flipped up real fast. What? What do you want? I'm waiting for the water intake. I don't have at least 32 minutes a day, or I'm in the hospital. What? If I don't have at least 32 ounces. You see, that's the thing. What I drink now is coffee, mainly coffee, nothing else. Um, I have milk. Of course, when I put granola cereal, I have 2% milk. And if I do drink a water, I bought the small little half ones because I can't drink a whole bottle of water. Small ones I have no trouble with. Yeah, so oh God, where I am tomorrow, thank God. I just don't like being in Land O'Lakes. My first 8 months, after we moved down here from Connecticut, we lived in Land O'Lakes for the first 8 months. We we actually did see the plane strike the building. I was getting dressed one day. Um, my mother's birthday, September 11th. So I was getting dressed, and we heard the first plane went in, and I'm sitting there thinking it's an accident and stuff, because planes flew into New York buildings during World War II, but it was not terrorists. They didn't have terrorists back in World War II, and it was not Nazis. It was accidental because it was a plane flying low in a very foggy New York City. I think they crashed into the Empire State Building, if I'm right. But I remember going to work, and I was working at the Target down on Dale Mabry, and I figured I better get going. I couldn't. I was going to be able to cancel. Cancel. I wasn't going to be able to concentrate on my work with that going on because some people who got killed in the World Trade Center. Now I didn't know them personally. Were friends of friends, and they were from my hometown in Norwalk. So I was like, there's no way possible. I went into the break room when I first got there. The whole entire break room was filled. All the employees were in that break room watching TV. The store was sold out. I remember that day when they said Magic Kingdom, they shut down Magic Kingdom for the rest of the day, and you could see not videos, but pictures of thousands of people coming out of Magic Kingdom during the day. Not at night when they leave the seeing the fireworks. Well, let's see. I'm watching the water tank. Huh. Don't bring that up because if you come on like with me on Wednesday, I'm going to show people. She thinks she's ugly. She's not ugly. Medication side effects. Like what side effects? Spirit. Love messing with this dog. Phil now. Oh, you Phil again. I love messing with this dog. He's such a dork. I hate when he gets a crust around his eyes there. That's why I was just messing with it. He gets these crust things underneath his eyes. It dries up real bad, so I have to take them off. So that means you always have a water bottle with you. Yeah, they're 16 ounces. You have them at least twice a day. Yeah, as I said, with me, I just can't drink a whole bottle anymore. Now the question is, did you cut out fast food? I don't eat pizza. I love pizza, especially wine pizza. I love Chinese, but I can't have that. Oh my god, I don't know what it would do to me. I mean, a Caesar salad almost destroyed me. I love Caesar salads too. It's weird. A salad can destroy me. A salad, but not peanut butter and jelly. Oh, excuse me. We are being watched, ladies and gent. Lady and gent, I should say. We got five. There's only two of us here, and there's five people. You're sitting there just being nosy. You're just like, what's going on here? Is it worth my time? Blah blah blah. I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment and it was canceled. Were you in Boston or at least Massachusetts at the time, or were you down here? Yeah, Carol, I know. Can I bring up your chocolate? I don't eat candy anymore. Period. I haven't eaten candy in many years, and it has nothing to do with my condition. It's just I just can't get into eating candy anymore. Let me see. If I could have a piece of candy again, probably. I'm thinking like a Snickers, probably a Snickers bar. But I cannot do that anymore. But I did give up soda back in 2009. That, oof, that's some bad juju right there. What I did is what woke me up. There was this thing in the store. My fat ass got onto it and it couldn't. It was powered. It's electric powered and it takes you to the ceiling to hang stuff from the ceiling, or you can bring stock up to on a grill part to put on the top shelves if you didn't have a ladder. So it was the easiest way to do things, but if I didn't have access to that, I always have to get on, bring everything up on the ladder. But it wouldn't lift me one day. This is my original diet back, God, 2009, 2010. And I remember about a month into the diet, I gave up soda. I had the rest of my soda. I would say, this is what I'm going to do. I got soda left. I don't want to just throw it out. So I'll drink the soda for the rest of the week. Oh, a month later, go walk into Target in my last paycheck. Pants I was wearing, I didn't realize. So I always wear jeans. And I don't wear jeans anymore because it's too hot to wear jeans. I would walk in there. I walked in there, and my mother at the time, she's like, your pants are really baggy. And I reached back, and I didn't realize it, and I could pull the pants out really far, and I was like, "What? What the hell?" I wasn't paying attention, and that's when I noticed I started losing weight. So about a week, not a week, a couple days later, I bought a new pair of pants that were a size lower. I was at a size 42 at the time too. I went down 40, so I decided it's working. This diet I was on at the time, different from now. It was different. Junior year of high school, see, I graduated in 1984. God, it was a great time. Oh, I don't care what anybody says. The 80s was the best time. I was watching this girl today. It's one of those people that do the reactions to the movies and stuff, and she's watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And she's sitting there, she's saying, um, I guess this girl might be in her early 30s or late 20s. And she was sitting there talking about, oh, it must have been fun to live in the 80s and stuff, and you can speak your mind and stuff. I wrote on there, it says, it was the best time of my life. And she was looking at the fashions and stuff, and she was like, in Ferris Bueller's Mother War, she said, that looks really comfortable. I hope they would bring something like that back. I was like, wow. When I first time I heard that, I was like, You're kidding. Usually people want to put stuff down from back in the day. It's like, why? You weren't there. What are you making fun of? There were fights that went. You had neighbors that were on the flight? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, Carol, I did because he said he would. I can't control what he's doing right now. I'll call him. He might be sitting here watching us. There's two of you, but there's a third person sitting here. I don't know if that's Jordan, but I'm gonna call him right now. See if he might be out with his wife. He was out with her yesterday. Let me see. Give me 1 second. He actually told me that when I called him the other day over the phone, he was watching the replay, I guess, and he actually heard himself very clearly. Contacts. Let me see what's he up to. Three. I bet you get to this answer machine. Unless that's him. It shows another person watching, unless that's him. I don't think he would at least come on here. Simultaneous Tanya's chat. I didn't say so. Hey, you, wake up. Hurry up, chop chop. It's answering machine. Jesus. One of the planes crashed. Remember the other one that crashed in the fields in Virginia because those people stopped. They knew they were going to die anyways. They figured they'd take them out. I just hope anybody who's a victim, I hope that God, how can I put it? I'm hoping that they didn't feel pain. I'm hoping that it just, like the people who were in the offices when it crashed in there, seeing the plane coming at them at, almost like light speed. You just hope that it was just in the day, like they didn't know what hit them. The ones that really feel sorry for, you can remember the fireball went through it. The ones that I really feel bad were the ones who were dropped. Oh, God. Jumping, but seeing them drop. Oh my God. I seen a picture. Now this was not that. Years ago on my old computer way back when, somebody posted a picture of a jumper, what he looked like after he hit the ground from a very tall building. It was kind of nasty. His leg exploded open, and it was like, oh my God. Eileen! Hey, girl. We couldn't get a hold of him. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, we were down here at the time when it hit. And I said, September 11th is my mother's birthday. There was so much dust, they had to rope towels to keep the dust. Yeah. Yeah, what it was all that sheetrock. When that building came crumbling down and the others, it was the sheetrock. That's all that stuff was gypsum or something like that's made of. I still remember my principal came on PA telling us what happened in NYC and DC. They opened campus for junior and senior students. Will leave for a Dunkin' Run, but they said no one can leave. Okay. Until the end of the school day. Okay. when that happened, wasn't everybody like anxious and they really didn't feel like doing any schoolwork after something like that? Because I remember when Bush was told, people made fun of him. He was trying to keep a calm face on that, and he stayed. They had him stay in Air Force One course with fighter craft flanking either side of the plane. Because if anybody found out he was up there and went after him with another plane, I'm very sure those fighter jets would just blew that thing out of the sky. Asbestos, yeah. Dude, what the hell were they making the kids stay in there for? Yeah, I'm very sure if that. I mean, could you imagine if that happened back to us back in the day? I mean, I never went to college, so I don't have any college memories of anything. After high school, I quit. I quit. Didn't quit school. I didn't quit, but I've been a department manager. I've been other things. I didn't need a college education to do that. Oh, it's weird. Um, yeah, my brother Scott at the time. I don't know if he's still doing it. He was a private garbage man, and he would go to Greenwich a lot. And I remember one house that was on a small island, and there was a small bridge that went to it, and we picked the garbage up. It was very tight to turn around, and he knew how to work that truck because I was so afraid of that dump truck, garbage truck falling into the water. I would go with him some days when he needed extra help, and he would pay me at the company. And when he just wanted to get out early, he says, "Would you, I'll pay you this much." I was like, "Sure. I'm off tomorrow. Why the hell not? It's extra money." Um, you could see the World Trade Center from there, from where it was in Greenwich. It was like this big, but you could see the Twin Towers. And he was describing the whole thing. He says all you could see was smoke. You could barely make out the World Trade Center because it was just covered in smoke. Um, I was we were teaching in Bridgeport that day. Ugh, it's just Bridgeport scares me anyway. Yeah, because Bridgeport's always been the bad part of Connecticut. Of course, Norwalk has not been anything to write about, especially South Norwalk. I came home, turned on the TV, and didn't move till late that night. Yeah, I was telling somebody before I was watching Brian Gumbel. No, was it Brian Gumbel? Yeah, no, Brian Gumbel was on CBS. He was doing the morning show in Tex, and as I said, I thought because the story had gone, plane hit it and hit into the tower, and I had assumed it was almost like what happened in World War II when a plane accident hit inside the Empire State Building, but it was very foggy. I remember sitting there and watching the other plane going, and I was like, "What was that? Was that a Was that a? Were they replaying it? Somebody had taped it." Now there was another. Somebody was doing a documentary in the Spire Station, which happened to be right near the World Trade Center, and the camera was on the firefighter because it was early in the morning, and he was showing how I guess, but they had to do in the morning, throwing hoses out and stuff when there was nothing going on, and they could hear the plane. And all of a sudden, the camera looked up, and that was the first plane going in. Boom! They had just been there doing the documentary, and then they cut on camera. Remember, used to show that a lot. They hardly show it anymore because everybody gets sensitive when they show it. It's like, oh, come on, stop it. Let's see. We were in Bridgeport. I came home from the TV center there. I'm scared. It scared me too. That's why I'm teaching in Greenwich right now. Okay. Yeah, a little rich bitch town. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Greenwich is full of rich people. Mimsar, I've kind of been the county on today. Um, I was outside of Boston in the burbs. Hey, Greg, if a plane were to hit in Boston, where would well, what would be the biggest building in Boston? Because I don't know too much of the city itself. Because I know they wouldn't go after historical landmarks because they're low to the ground. Except for the plane that went into the Pentagon, that is questionable. I don't. People are like, whatever happened to the plane? Because there was at least they found one of the tires that crashed into the World Trade Center, but it was like the whole entire plane just disintegrated. Period. And people said they found nothing in there that resembles a plane. One person said they thought they saw a missile going into it, but I'm not getting into the conspiracy bit. I just don't know what happened. Unless something else was going to happen, and the thing where I don't think to cover up anything, evil. I just think it's coincidental. Possibly a couple of terrorists maybe got what do you call it? Access to something to launch a missile. And who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I was working down here, but when it happened, we watched how much work got done that day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I left work. I just got there, stayed half an hour, called my mother X's and my father. Because I didn't have my car at the time. I sold my car to my ex-girlfriend, Catherine. We only sold to her for like $100. And I didn't have a car for a few months, so my father would have to pick me up and, he was sticked up. He had just gotten home and he had to turn around and come back and get me. John Hancock Building, right now I remember, because that's like the biggest building in Boston. Prudential Center, yeah. It's weird how we got into this conversation. It's weird that they have these on tonight instead of doing this. Greetings. I got a question for you. Do you have any clue when you're coming back to Disney? I know it's been a while. I don't think you've been down here for a while. You should change your jobs and everything. And I didn't expect you to come here or anytime soon. I expected like maybe 4 or 5 years. There's a video of the World Trade Center station after. What do you mean World Trade Center station? July. How long is that from now? It's about 4 months. I bet when you come down, and it's not your fault, it's not my fault. I can only go on Saturdays. It's the way things are here. It's the way things are. End of July. Hold on one sec. Let me take a look and see what that is. Give me 1 sec. Let me just get to my calendar here. Let me get to July. Boom, 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 boom. July 27th, Saturday. I could go, but that's my friend. That's up to my friend Stacy. I always go with her. Major reason is ever through my car accident on the I-4 a couple of years ago. Unless I can go with somebody, I'm terrified to drive on the I-4. I have tried to get down there and get on, but I just cannot bring myself to do it. I mean, I get all the way there, and that's a 45-minute ride from here. Oh, that's why I have to depend on her. But she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it this month. She went down a couple weeks ago for a whole week. Now I'm always invited, but if I could drive down, she would have I would have hung with her, the whole day or something like that. And there was no way I didn't think she was going to come, staying there a week, drive back, 2-hour ride to Newport Richie, just a big man. That would have, no, I don't blame her. You don't do stuff like that. I was going to go around my birthday, which is the end of next month, but she's going to Mexico, but she scuba dives down in Mexico. Yeah, I've seen her doing videos and stuff. Otherwise, there's only two. Excuse me. There's 2 dates I can go, at least for April, and those dates are. I'm available to go. Let's see, maybe. Well, I don't think the 13th. I think I'm still blacked out because, I'm blacked out from my annual pass holder. Either the 20th or the 27th. No, 27th she can't. So it might be only April 20th. I'm not sure yet. And if she can't this time, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to get back to Disney. I got to get things done. I pay annual pass holder each month, and I can't go every month. Can you believe this? MTA. Hey. Oh, we're missing someone. Who's missing? Whoever's here now, say hey. Greg's here. I just don't know who's not here. Could be Eileen could have left, or Carol could have left. And if Carol left, she didn't say bye, I don't think. It might be Carol. I don't see her any posting anywhere. Yeah, she's still here. It must have been Carol. I told everybody that, and I didn't tell everybody. I told her if Carol's coming over here to this house on Wednesday. She's gonna help me do some paperwork for my so I can get a primary doctor. And it's ironic. Primary doctor I'm getting is a friend of hers who actually we hung out at Magic Kingdom a couple of years ago. I didn't realize that was her who was my brother's primary. There was I seen her on my annual passing. Like, what is his primary doing? And it hit me. I was like, oh my God, is that the doctor who we hung out with that day at Magic Kingdom? Yeah, I don't see anything on the chat that said goodbye or something. Don't mind me, I'm just looking to see what her last post was. She posted about Jordan. Carol. I was working. No, she wrote about what happened on September 11th. Oh, you're right there. Okay, no, just unless you had to step away for a second, because when I see somebody going away, I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do? Carol. Yabba dabba doo. And I got to show you this. I got this sucker at Dollar General. It's in a section where they keep like little meals. It's not. Yeah, it's for like a garden type of thing. But I think I was sitting there thinking, wow, he looked good. I'm gonna grab him. So I don't collect much Disney. I'm not. I will only get what catches my eye. And I do collect more Star Wars than anything, but I don't consider Star Wars, even though Disney owns it, I don't consider it Disney. Yes, I am weird, aren't I? I'm weird because I wanted a little statue of Donald Duck. Just because this comes from somebody who collects Thumper. I'm weird. Hmm. Oh, great. Guess what I found the other day at my Walmart. If you remember, if you go to the electronics section, they have like those toys. I found remember the pop, what do you call it? The pop figures of Minnie. I can't even say it. I've got Donald and Daisy. I see Mickey and Minnie. I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know what to do. I, I was not going to pick them up at that point in time because I'm sitting there thinking I want to have some kind of contest where somebody can win something. These would be the things they would win, and this is what I would do. The first, I would, if I get Mickey and Minnie from here, and I want to have at least four winners. The first winner will get to pick what they want. Second is, and if we have the fourth winner will have to get what's left. I just don't know what kind of contest we could have, and hopefully we'd get somebody here. But it doesn't work. It wouldn't work. You could get some subscribe and stuff, but if they don't come in and they don't chat, it's extra luggage that I have to get rid of. Eileen, have you seen the topiaries from Thumper, Bambi, and Flower yet over in Epcot? Thought I posted a picture of them last week. You should see stuff I'm posting this week. More topiaries. On which pictures of topiaries like crazy. Got one of a couple actually of Kermit right now, Mike from from the first Muppet movie. Muppet stuff. I don't know. They don't make puppets anymore. Nobody makes handheld puppets. When I was a kid, our first attempt to move in Florida back in the mid 70s, I remember having these. I remember these puppets that came out. They were Sesame Street Muppets because at that point the regular Muppet Show didn't exist. I got Ernie. I don't know. I think my brother Scott got Bert, and I had Ernie. My brother, I remember my youngest brother, who's with me here in this house right now. He would stand on the front seat. Johnny would never sit. When he was on the front seat, he always stood up. He stood up in the middle. Can't get away with that now. Um, he took the puppy. He wanted to see the puppet. He threw it out the window. Oh my God! My father had to pull over his side, and thank God it wasn't that busy, because he run across the thruway just to get the puppet back. Use puppets. Kitty Town. Eileen, Kitty Town used to sell puppets. I used to. I did puppets. I did puppets. I'm talking about not only I made my own puppets. That, and I had the marionette puppets. Ooh, give me a second. Oh, shoot. I think I can do it. I found an old puppet, little plastic toy thing. Let me show you. I used to have this way back in the day, and somebody was selling it on eBay, and I bought it for $10, I think. What's that much? Let me show you what it looks like. If you guys remember this. Barry, you're gonna have to move. Come on. Go on. Go on. Speaking of, I remember stores having these when I was a kid. Watch this. If you guys remember this, I don't think Greg would, but it's Pluto. It's a marionette. I mean, it's nostalgic. I had to get it because I used to have one of these. It's back like you could tell after a while. After a while playing with them, they they, they would break and they'd fall apart. But I never thought about gluing them together or whatever. A Figment Pop. I'm looking dead at my Figment Pop here, but I don't know if the store's gonna have one. You never seen it before, Carol? Okay, no, it's just I remember when I was a kid, they used to have this. We had in Norwalk, we had this toy store called Kitty Town. That place was super jam packed for a small store. Uh, we had it was almost as much as Toys R Us, which was a bigger store, and then this was a small store. They literally sold almost everything. They sold puppets, marionettes, Star Wars figures, Mego, the old GI Joe 12-inch figures, uh, Barbie. Well, Barbie's been around forever. Everything. Yeah, look at this sucker. I still play with it like I used to back in the day. Look at that thing. I mean, this is the first time I've got him on an ornament holder. I basically just hang him up and don't mess with him because he's old. It's got to be made in the 70s. I just love it. Oh yeah, I remember when Jerry said the owner closing it down. I bought a 1994. I think he was closing the store in 95 or 96, somewhere around there. He had stuff that was on clearance, and he marked it way down. And of course, they were going out of business, so he, he a lot of stuff. I bought. I remember it's somewhere. I do have it where it's somewhere in the house. It's Bugs Bunny, a Bugs Bunny figure. I never had Bugs Bunny. I mean, I got another one that I just found at Ollie's only a couple months ago. But I picked up. If you guys remember the Flintstones movie with John Goodman, I got the Flintstones car, left that thing in the box for years. It just after time, it had the plastic covering over it and stuff. It just after years of being beaten up and stuff, it happens. I um I finally opened it, and what happens a couple of years later? Toys R Us starts selling figures. As you can see, this is the Fred that I bought from that line. And he's not right now. Usually, I have him displayed next to the John Goodman Flintstones car, which he's perfect. The only thing is he can't sit; his legs don't go up, so I can't put this down yet. I got Pluto sitting right here. Um, so you put him standing by I want to say the Munsters car. I'm not talking about the Munsters. By the Flintstone car, and I got Space Ghost. I got Tom and Jerry. They came in two different sizes. You had this one. I do got the other Fred, and he's like that big. So when I see Fred Flintstone, I had to grab it. I'm like, oh my god. Let me see what else you guys have put up. Carol, I'm sorry because I'm so because I was talking. What picture have you got? If you can find me, okay. There's a Figment. Let me just show you my Figment Pop. I got this a couple years ago, before they changed um, mouse gears into connections or something like that. I've been in connections. I don't like it. I miss mouse gear. Yeah, there's my Figment. I'm sitting there thinking I'll trade you a transformer for it, but I'm not going to do that to you. Um, Carol, you're going bye bye, huh? Okay, do I need to find the new opening? Do I need to find the opening of the Muppet Show? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Why are we talking about the Muppets for? I mean, I know I was talking about Muppets earlier, but why won't? Um, yeah, okay, I got it in this place. And long gone. When I, when I remember those from that kid, I'm going, and I'll talk to you later. Good night. Good night, Carol. Okay, now I'm caught up. Oh, okay. Well, that says that she's going. I don't ever get a chance to talk to her. So, Greg, it's just us. Yeah, they are. Um, Greg, since I've got some time and there's nobody else here, let's let's talk about. I'll show you my old some of my stuff that's old. Anyways, let me bring this back over there. This is not old, but my Figment popcorn bucket. I remember the first year it came out a couple years ago. It was gone. So I went back last year. Finally got it. Me and Jordan went. Jordan, I got a picture of me and Jordan had one of each. He pulled over these three attractive girls in their early 20s and stuff, and all three we were standing there, and they took a picture of both me and Jordan with our popcorn buckets. Jordan was ticked off. He couldn't get into he couldn't do mobile ordering for some reason, and I thought, oh crap, I'm not gonna be. It was the only way you could get it back then. I just bought it separately. They had it at the Odyssey building over at yeah. I don't eat popcorn. Yeah, this sucker's got like dust on it. And then I think I showed you the other one, the Figment Zone. And there's a little Figment inside there. I don't know if you can see Figment in there. Yeah. It's ironic. It's Figment in his home. The Imagination Pavilion. And I think I've showed you that, and it does light up. Very Christmassy. That's a fast one, and I can use a slower one and do transitions into different colors. Yeah, I love Figment. Figment's basic my favorite character at the parks. Oh, why can they knock this over? Ah, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. We can't. This is a mess. Dude, if I ever clean this place, it would take me years. Hold on a second. Shit this up. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay. I was hiding from you. That's where I was looking for something to show you. Look what I got. Bought this a couple of years ago online. This is before I heard the news that they were going to take down Splash Mountain. It's Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, and Brer Fox. Bruising is eager, bruising one. Oh no, my oh, and here we go. A Quintesson Judge. Yeah, a lot of us feel. Did you see Disney Worlders? I posted a video. Some guy was starting. He was playing music from and on piano. That reminds me of Jordan because Jordan knows how to play piano. Of him playing piano with songs that were actually used on Splash Mountain. Three different songs. I'll be right back. I just want to grab a couple things so I can show you. So I'm not going to show you everything. I'll be here forever. Fridge, fridge. Really can't find anything else. Yeah, it's just me and you right now. That's about it. Don't want to put that on. Don't mind me. I'm just looking for something. All right, I'm putting this thing. It's a place you might be interested in. Figures like $20 a piece, but I have no other choice. I just want to show you. I'm very sure you've seen these. Um, all right, bam. I wish they had Battlestar Galactica figures from this, and I also wish they had the Buck Rogers figures. That would have been so awesome. Oh, I'd probably give you the oh, okay. I gave you the Earl. You're gonna have to go on the top here where it says Shop Hall because it gives you. Oh wow, the Animaniacs, Andre the Giant. Oh fudge! They sold out of the Animaniacs. Yeah, they sure did. God, I would love to have those. Beast Wars figures I have. There's a Quintesson Judge. It's not the same. But let's see. They get Cyclonus, Rekar, the Quintesson Judge. I'll probably grab one of these suckers. I wish they had them for cheaper than they do. RC because these figures have 5 points of articulation, and I'm hoping one day we see figures. Yeah, right. I would love to see the human figures. I would love to see Spike, Sparkplug, Carly, Chip Chase, Wave One, and Doctor Arkaville. Make that Wave One. Wave Two, Spike, Carly. and Daniel. If you have five of them, Marissa Fairborn, and possibly her father, which we know is a Flint, or Old Snake. Make the Old Snake on that one. He'd be a bad guy for that one. Then you would then you well, Beast Wars never had human characters. There was never you have cavemen, but there were that was it. The others are God. If you I say I don't know if you got it, but if you go to your Walmart, the Lita one there is on clearance for 9.50, I think. And her head, I think her head's still shaped like it was in the cartoon. See, now I'm thinking about the other series. And the problem with the other series, those human characters they had were basically like, eh. I They did have Black Soul whole series. It was just Vincent and Old Bob and Maximilian. I did get all three of those. I'd like to see Buck Rogers. Have Buck Rogers, Wilma Darien, and Tweaky. I would love to see that. These suckers are only 5 points of articulation, and they're more expensive than buying the Star Wars figures, which are like $16 in Walmart, and those have more articulation than anything. Their arms and elbows is like the LJ Joe figures were. I got 2 likes and only one person here. Masterpiece. I haven't collected a Masterpiece Transformer in a long time. My last one is Ultra Magnus, and he's super humongous. I wanted to get Inferno, but I never did. Plus, I never see it them advertised anymore. I didn't know they had made RC made. They had made RC into one. I never knew that. This all came news to me within last year because I didn't think they were still doing MPs after a while. Because I'm looking, what I got up there are the MPs: Bumblebee, Ironhide, Wheeljack, Sideswipe, Prime, Starscream with the cape on and the crown on. I guess I got the Decepticons up there too. Oh, Greg, if you're not going to talk anymore, I'm going to take off. Because I can do this by myself. Well, since there's 2 people here, why are they no longer making no transform? There is. It's on Paramount Plus. I don't. I heard it's very woke. I heard. I don't know. Can't even say woke, but it's like what are you doing is wrong, and especially you. Kids are teaching them how Transformers how to become little commies. It's they also had Transformers Bumblebee something. I don't understand why they called it Bumblebee. I wish I would just go back to G1, but they will not. Just bring G1 back. That's all I ask. I I love the storylines that Decepticons basically wanted to dig up the earth to get energon. And ever since then, each series is about something else. It's like, why? Just go back to the energon storylines. Yeah, I can't understand that. Well, Greg, I'm going to take off. Expect this to happen again tomorrow night. I'll see what I can do about sending it everybody. I know, as I said, I know everybody won't come. It's just to alert the people who have come to come. The reason I stopped talking about September 11th is it's well, it's not September for one. It's not my mother's birthday, which is September 11th. Yeah, Greg, I'll see you later. Thank you for coming. You're the only one that's basically is reliable to come. And Carol hears that right now. She'll get mad. I come on later. It's just yeah, I talk to people now. I think they're going to be back tomorrow, and they don't show up for another 2 weeks. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to get coffee. Catch you later.